Hello, my name is Mino, and I am one of the co-founders of 3 Peak Coaching and Solutions, where master leaders build healthy systems. Today, I'll be walking you through a little bit about our company so you have a little bit of an insight on what we do and how we do it. To begin, we are a global leadership strategy consulting firm. What does that mean? Every business has a business strategy. It has a mission of some sort. It is our mission to support you to achieve that business strategy. To do that, we create something called a leadership roadmap, where you can really quickly understand how to align the behaviors of the people in the organization, the relationships, the networks, and the functional human systems that underpin how your organization is really operating. We do that through 2 services. The first is our custom executive services, really aimed at the top teams in an organization. So we support the C-suite to create really good capabilities, team dynamics, organizational structures, and to understand the strategy for their people. We support managers and employees through our standardized workshops, which really focus on developing leadership and wellness skills. As you'll see throughout this presentation, leadership and wellness are in our DNA, so they're always part of everything we do, so that we can help create effective, healthy, and creative leaders within your business. Myself and my other co-founders, we come from different backgrounds. And so you'll notice our services will always combine experiential learning, scientific understanding, business application, systems thinking, and mindfulness meditation. So, who are we? Well, I introduced myself. My name is Mino, and I come from a more business background. So I started my career in finance, management consulting, and mergers and acquisitions. And what I noticed in the early parts of my career is that when things would fall apart, it was often because leadership was lacking, the cultures were clashing, and we didn't have an answer for why billions of dollars was being wasted because of these issues. So I went on a bit of a quest, and I changed my career and I started doing executive coaching. I apprenticed in organizational psychology so I could really understand how leaders work, how teams work. And that's where I dedicated the last few years of my career. And I capped that off by doing a large research project on what makes the C-suite different from other leadership positions. So that's my background, more business, finance, mergers, acquisitions, kind of executive coaching. For my co-founder, Chrisana Locke, she is one of the most sought after psychologists in the world. She shared therapeutic services with thousands, and she started wellness centers in Santiago, in Istanbul, in New York City, and in Berlin now in Germany. So her background really combines different modalities in therapy, as well as mindfulness and meditation. And she brings this to life through a lot of experiential and transformative experiences so that folks really have these lessons stick with them over time. And we have our co-founder, Dr. Mazen Hadam. Mazen is originally from Lebanon and moved to Europe to do his studies. So he did his PhD in neuroscience, but also studied biology and physiology. And he studied some of the top universities in Europe. He also conducted research as part of Max Planck Institute. Mazen, beyond his research and publishing papers, he also did a research project when the refugees were being welcomed into Germany, the Syrian refugees. He led a project on migration and crisis. And so he has a background in trauma, crisis, war, and understanding the impacts on humans and human systems. He also has a background in business consulting and turning some of his skills into supporting individuals and businesses. So together, the 3 of us bring 3 different angles: business, psychology, science, to really support you and your people have a well-rounded, holistic approach to leadership development. Our mission is to develop the master leaders who will choose symbiosis with the people and planet. These multidimensional leaders will support in evolving us beyond climate destruction, human inequities, division, and wars. And we do not enable leaders that will intentionally choose opportunistic self-service, disillusionment, continued gambling, and resource hoarding. We really believe in this. Our mission always comes first. So the more you hang out with us and get to know us, you'll really understand that every decision we make is in service of this mission. We believe in giving back. And so we have made a 3-peak 3% pledge. Our work is more than just about us. We really want to create a world full of effective, healthy, creative people. And so to support those with less resources, we donate 3% of all 3-peak revenues to mental and emotional health education charities. We have really amazing results with our programs. So when we look at the actual workshops, we like to look at not just what is merely improving, but what is significantly improving over time. And so when we've looked in our participants, we see that 90% have significant improvements in their well-being. 84% have significant improvements in their relationships at work. 90% significant improvements in mental and emotional health at work. And 86% have significant improvements in their leadership at work. And this is across time. So we took a look at and did a longitudinal study and found that after 6 years, 75% of our participants are still retaining learning, and it has a big impact on their life to this day. Okay, so our executive services is where we focus on top teams. And there are certain building blocks that we use to create these custom journeys and custom experiences that support creating a leadership roadmap. The first is one-on-one support. So from coaching to therapeutic support to advisory, we can really support leaders to make sure that they have that support when they need it. We do capability building. So we have identified through our experience and our research some core qualities that are important for either C-suite or folks aspiring to the C-suite to develop and build. And so we can help you build those skills. Team development is really the core of how we try to support top teams. So the more that we learn in cohorts, in teams, the more the learning will retain and the more that we can learn more from one another. So we can both support intact teams as well as teams that are self-directed. So there's no clear hierarchy in that team. And of course, we have many tools to support with organizational advisory. So when we took a look at how humans actually function, we have these pretty strategy documents or org charts, but in reality, that's not how humans operate. So we have advisory tools, workshops, so you can really reveal what are the true strategies that people in your company and your company as a whole are employing behaviorally, and what are some of the secret networks or secret power hierarchies that were actually running the show. And so with executive services, it will always be customized to your needs. It will always be built to fit like a glove. So it is exactly what you need when you need it. And then we move to our standardized workshops. These are more geared towards manager and employees within your organization, and they always will have some component of leadership and wellness. So always we will combine some kind of self-leadership, mental health awareness within each module. So these are 2-hour workshops that we've created within wellness and leadership, both level 1 and level 2 workshops, as folks are mastering skills. The other thing is these modules are built to be stacked. So without any additional customization, you can say, hey, instead of just a 2-hour workshop, I'd like to have a half-day workshop. Great. So we'll stack 2 of these modules on top of each other to create a half-day workshop. Or I'd like to do a 1-day or 2-day workshops. So there you can stack 3, 6, whatever amount you would like to create different combinations. And we can really work with you so that you tell us what you'd like to pick and choose that makes the most sense for your people. And so this is our overview of 3P Coaching and Solutions. We love to work with people. So please let us know if you're interested and reach out to us, and we'll make sure to do a consultation to provide you everything and anything you need. Thank you so much.